Stop everything for a heartbeat. Breathe. When the Astelia Phalanx IFV appears on the horizon, you will feel something elemental stir inside you, the unmistakable shape of power given purpose. This is not merely metal on treads. This is a promise forged into steel and circuitry, a promise that protects, a promise that decides, and a promise that changes the fate of those who stand beside it. Welcome to our channel, at Oraniki Granic. Today we unveil a machine that reimagines what it means to be unstoppable, the Astelia Phalanx IFV. From the first glance, the Phalanx speaks in a bold, silent language. Its silhouette is low and angular, carved to cut and deflect. Each panel, each bevel, and each seam has been designed to tell a single story: endurance. Composite armors layered for absorption. Reactive tiles that answer impact with intelligent counterforce. Materials chosen not for vanity, but to withstand the most unforgiving conditions. This is armor that survives, adapts, and keeps the men and women inside alive to fight another day. But do not mistake the Phalanx for a blunt instrument. Its engineering is cunning. The vehicle balances mass with grace, heavy where it must resist, light where mobility demands. Suspension tuned to roar over rubble and breathe through mud. Tracks and wheels that digest terrain and give the crew confidence to press forward. Mobility here is not a boast, it is a tactical advantage. The Phalanx moves like a decision, deliberate, decisive, unstoppable. Step closer to the turret and you will see why this machine commands respect. Its main gun is stabilized for firing on the move. Its optics marry thermal, optical, and radar feeds into a single, instantly readable picture. Targets are not merely acquired, they are analyzed. Threat prioritization, ballistic compensation, and automated safety envelopes working in half steps measured in milliseconds. Remote-operated weapon stations keep soldiers shielded, conducting the lethal work from within their sealed sanctuary. Missiles, programmable munitions, autocannons, the Phalanx is equipped to choose the right tool for the threat, whether it requires subtle suppression or overwhelming force. Yet true combat superiority does not rest on firepower alone. Protection is a layered, intelligent philosophy inside the Phalanx. Active protection systems sense incoming projectiles and react with split-second countermeasures. Electronic warfare modules mask emissions, frustrate targeting locks, and obscure the vehicle's signature across multiple spectrums. Laser warning receivers and acoustic sensors paint a three-dimensional map of incoming danger. Redundant critical systems mean that when one sensor blinks out, another steps in. Fuel compartments are separated and armored, munitions stowage is isolated in blast suppression cells. The design logic is brutally simple: survival of the vehicle is survival of the crew. But there is another kind of protection that cannot be bolted on: the human-machine bond. The cockpit of the Phalanx is a command center shaped around clarity. Controls are arranged to reduce noise and cognitive load. Fused data streams present the battlefield in an uncluttered, decisive view. A single operator can feel the rhythm of the environment, threats, routes, allies, and act without hesitation. The Phalanx does not replace judgment, it amplifies it. It extends the soldier's senses and grants time, and time is the currency of survival. Imagine now a night operation. Fog swallowing the field, lights dim, tension absolute. The Phalanx slips forward, sensors alive like a second skin. A faint thermal signature appears. The system locks, calculates, and the response unfolds: measured, accurate, final. Enemies who relied on surprise meet instead with a machine that was already listening. This is not fiction. This is the lived reality the Astelia Phalanx brings to modern combat. Consider logistics. Maintainability was never an afterthought. Modular components, accessible service panels, and standardized interfaces reduce downtime. Crews can swap out mission modules in the field. Whether configured for urban support, reconnaissance, or heavy escort, the Phalanx adapts. That adaptability is a force multiplier, a single platform serving roles that once demanded entire fleets. Strategically, the Phalanx reshapes decisions. Commanders who deploy it gain tempo. Frontline units find new boldness because backing is not theoretical, it is mechanical, reliable, present. Recon teams move with armor at their flank. Infantry advances under a moving shield that offers cover in covering fire. Urban operations regain structure when a machine can absorb the shout of danger and respond with precise, controlled power. Each mission with the Phalanx is a conversation between machine and man, turned toward survival and victory. There is also a psychological geometry to this machine. The presence of the Phalanx on the skyline changes the morale equation. For allies, it is reassurance, a steady, immovable friend. For adversaries, it is a deterrent, a visible statement that strength is organized, that defense is engineered, and that the line will not easily be crossed. In combat, will often decides outcomes, it changes minds before the first shot is fired. And yet, behind the armor and the code, there are people. Technicians who tuned the engine late into the night, programmers who wrote the logic that keeps lives intact, and soldiers who entrust their safety to a machine. The phalanx multiplies courage, it does not replace it. It reduces exposure, gives choices, and grants space for soldiers to make humane decisions under overwhelming pressure. That is the real measure of any weapon system, not just how much damage it can dish, but how many lives it helps keep. The phalanx also carries the language of future warfare. Networked operations mean the vehicle is never alone. Linked to drones, command nodes, and other assets, it becomes a node in a complex, adaptive system. Information flows, strategies evolve in real time, and tactical puzzles resolve faster because so many senses are pulled into a single operational picture.